Hi, Soul Family. Alrighty then. I just put my work on pause so that I could record tonight's reading. I got my tickets. I got my tickets to Wisconsin. And I got something better than I lost. So think about that. What you think you lose, you don't really lose it. Because whatever's not in your highest good, you don't get. So what you think you've lost, you got something better coming. Spirit's telling us, oh, we've got it. I just got expect the unexpected, wonderful surprise on its way. Right? Somebody keeps singing, no way I'm let you go without me. Don't know who that's at. We're working with, what is this? The Universal Love deck? I wonder if I should work with another deck as well. I'll do one from the Shadows of, the Oracle of Shadows and Light as well. Two from there, one from there. How about that? I wonder if I have that radio on a little too loud. Embrace. Embrace what your soul has been longing for. Hold on. I just want you to know I've taken my life from the negative to the positive. That's good. I just said to somebody, that Spirit said to me, what you thought you lost is going to be returned to you in a new and improved way. Or in a new way. So the song just now, I want you to know I took my life from negative and took it to positive. So they've changed in a positive direction. So that's cool, hey? Embrace. Well, you see these two? I had to figure out who was where. So she's like completely wrapped around him. Look at the heart that forms around them. And of course, what I'm seeing right away, again, is the rainbow colors. So rainbow colors that come after a difficult time. So these two may have been through something very difficult. And there's a new opportunity. So the white is truth. That stands out, I think, doesn't it? Stands out the most out of all of the colors. I mean, for me, I saw the white. Isn't that funny? I know you're probably like, oh, no, I see the blue or I see the pink, but I see the white. The white is purity and truth and clarity. So Spirit's saying that there is a new opportunity coming your way. I gotta turn this radio down. This guy, Pitbull, is a little too annoying for me. I'm not into pit bulls, thank you very much. I'm more into golden retrievers. Okay, so Spirit's telling you that you've got a new opportunity that's coming your way, but in order to really grab hold of it, you're gonna have to accept everything about yourself, embrace every aspect of your own personality. Because I feel like the opportunity is in front of you, like we've had, my hand's been I've got my hand stretched out, but for some reason you're not taking it. Why? Because you aren't feeling worthy. Why are you not feeling worthy? Trust that you will accomplish everything that you set your mind to. God, I never get tired of these little guys. Take a little rest. So lighten up on yourself, Hummingbird says. Lighten up on yourself, right? There's something that you're not forgiving yourself for something, or you're holding on to something. So if there are things about you that, and me too, I'm thinking of this in a different way. I was just talking to Sandy about, I said, God, I've got to figure out what to do for my skin. While I'm here in California, it feels like it's going to flip and crack. I looked at my face when I was doing the weekly reading, and you can see like these lines, and it's not like wrinkle lines, old age lines. It's dry skin, and I hate it. I'm eating coconut oil, I'm, drinking lots of water, and it's like, oh, I just want to stick my whole face in a bucket of milk, And so she's like, stop being so mean to your body. And I'm like, I'm not mad at my body. I love my body. My body is my temple, and I'm good to my body. And I feel bad for it. I'm trying to help it. I've got to figure out how to moisturize it, right? But you've got to embrace the things about you that you don't like, or that you're uncomfortable with, or that you're embarrassed about. Because I'm feeling like it makes me look like I'm freaking ancient. But I can't do that. I can't get stuck up on the way I look, right? Because maybe whatever's coming forward, I'm going to have to just embrace myself for who I am. For you, it could be some aspect about your personality that you are uncomfortable with. Maybe you have a difficult time speaking. You stutter, you stumble over your words, or you're not very fluent in your speech, or you're incredibly shy, or you're I don't know, whatever your issues are that you don't like about yourself. Maybe you feel like you're like, sometimes what did somebody say to me today? I was talking to someone, I was working with someone, helping them, and I was on their side, like totally on their side, and I was vehement about something, not about them, but this person was really worried about something, and I said something, and the way it came across I had to read it a few times when I read the person's message. They said, please step back with words like that. And I thought, what? And I reread it again. And I thought, is she talking about my words? What did I say? I've been totally supportive. And then I reread what I said. And I thought, oh, I could totally see how she could, because she's in a really sensitive spot, really, really worried about her animal, And I thought, Dan, you know what? The way I worded that, because I said, who knows what would happen if you didn't do this or whatever. And she's like, please don't put your focus. So immediately her focus was on something the bad that was going to happen. And I thought, shit, I should have been more careful about the way I worded that. I was meaning to say you're doing a really great job, things are going well, but I wasn't careful about the way I worded it. And I thought, damn, that's not what I meant. And she's like, no, I'm sorry, I'm just so sensitive. And I said, no, you know what? I get it. Because when Lily was really, really sick, I had people make comments to me and I was like, you know what? That doesn't help me. Well, it's her time to go. You're going to have to let her go. No, I'm not going to have to let her go because she's 5 years old and she's not fucking dying. So no, I don't have to let her go. And thanks a lot for saying she's going to die, because I'm already worried enough, right? That's what's going on in my head. I didn't say any of that. I internalized it all. But that's what I just did to this person. And I thought, damn, I said, I'm so sorry. And I said, you know what? Actually, this is what's going on. This is what I'm getting. And I'm really, really sorry. I could have chosen my words more carefully. And it's Mercury retrograde right now, right? People are saying things coming out in weird ways, or miscommunication, misunderstandings, and it's like, oh God, you got to be really, really careful, right? Especially right now. So everybody be really careful right now while we're in Mercury retrograde. We're in the shadow all the way until, Lord, I don't even know when it is. At the end of, when is it? It's like all the way through December, and it's like, I think it's going through, I thought it was going through like January 3rd. I'm not quite certain how long it is, but it's the 21st is, I don't know, it's 3 weeks. All I know is it's 3 weeks. And we're in the shadow after that. And even then it's sensitive times. And, my landlord came upstairs and he came and said, this guy said all this stuff to me and he was really hurt and he was really upset. And he read it to me and I thought, damn, the guy sounded like a total asshole, And then I said, just relax. You don't even have to give him an answer. And, it's Mercury retrograde. Be careful that you don't, because if you answer back now, you're going to be angry. It's going to cause problems. And he's like, yeah. So then he came back up and he talked to me and he's like, yeah, well, the other guy said this is just how he is. He's just an asshole. And I said, well, it's inappropriate to speak to people that way. And you don't have to get yourself all kerfluffled. Don't even answer them. Just let it go. You don't have to deal with them. But the point is, we have to be careful when we do speak. And so maybe I've done that. So I got to be careful. So maybe the opportunity that's coming forward with me, I've got to make sure that, I'm careful with the way I speak. Or maybe the person is somebody who has his foot in his mouth most of the time. And oh crap, when I open my mouth, I mean to say this, but this comes out instead. So Spirit's saying we're going to have to find at least 2 positives about every negative that we find about ourselves, because none of us are perfect. We come from a place of love. Sorry if, and the people that love you know the truth of you, right? So recognize that there are positives to every negative attached. So everything that we have that we think is bad, there's going to be something good. So we got to find it in ourselves first. And in order to embrace this opportunity, whatever it is, you're going to have to accept yourself for who you are. Oh, Counting Stars. Freaking love this song. Baby and I've been praying hard. Said, no more counting dollars. We'll be counting stars. Yeah, drop the friggin' work, right? Spend time with the ones you love. You aren't promised tomorrow. Right? Direct neutrality on all levels. Whoop. Forgiveness. Kuan Yin. I've got Kuan Yin in my face all day long. She's flying right here, and she's there right there as a sea serpent. And here she is here, walking next to her dragon. And she comes from a place of love and compassion. So clearly, because of what I just said about somebody that may have their foot in their mouth, somebody that may have said something harmful or hurtful or whatever, and like me, we have to forgive ourselves. We know we meant well. We didn't come from a place of malice, but sometimes we aren't aware of what we have said has hurt someone. And so if it's brought to our attention, I'm looking at my amethysts right here. And then I'm being drawn, this is bringing me, things are not always what they seem. It's not that bad. So maybe you've been beating yourself up about something, So forgive yourself first. There's a lot of purple here. Purple is psychic connection. So you can energetically speak to someone. I've always talked to my twin through the music. Always. I know when he's talking to me, right? And so he needs to turn the radio on and listen to me talk to him. When you get chills in your body, you know the song is for you. I've been getting chills all day through songs. So right here, this is you forgiving yourself. You're cloaked in white. You're a good person. You come from goodness. You come from the light. This is actually Kuan Yin walking here. And Kuan Yin is the one that she is the goddess of compassion and forgiveness, right? So, and mercy. She's mercy. So sometimes, we've really blown it, but we can show mercy to others, which brings about the ability to forgive them, which brings about a healing, which brings about transformation, it brings about the ability to love and have opportunities. So maybe that's the opportunity that's coming to you. You're going to have to embrace not only the aspects about yourself that you don't like, but the aspects about other people too. Because if you recognize aspects of yourself that you're failing in, you say failing, but where we feel that we're flawed, right? If we feel we have flaws, clearly another does as well. So we're guided to see the light in everyone. See the light in everyone. No more counting stars. This dragon is talking, and right as I said that, Merlin went flying around his tank. Yep. So someone's asking for forgiveness, I'm getting right now as well. They're draped in goodness. They're draped in forgiveness. There's a lot of gold on this side. This is self-worth. Solar plexus. The divine masculine, but the divine feminine mixed together. Look at that. And with the divine masculine and look how the divine masculine, the light went off. I'm sorry. Where's my little pointer? Let's do it this way. I'm noticing all kinds of cool things. Here's the divine masculine, the yellow, right? All behind here. And here's the divine feminine. Look how the divine masculine is in the center of the divine feminine. She is wrapped around him. This is the nurturing, loving, forgiving, merciful energy. And look what's between them. Love, the heart. So if you incorporate your forward movement, your passionate energy with your intuitive, nurturing, loving energy, it produces love. I like that. There's a lot more light. There's hardly any darkness here. I don't see any darkness, actually. The dragon's a little bit dark, but he's a dark purple, which is the high spiritual color. What does she have in her hand? Always bugged me because I can't figure out what's in her hand. It looks like a little tiny, you know what it looks like? It looks like a shot glass, but like a glass that you would have like, what is it called? Port. You don't have a big glass of port, right? You've got like a little wine glass or brandy. It's like a brandy snifter, but there's something else. Don't know what she's holding. I'm just going to say she's holding a chalice. It's got something very precious in it for her. So she walks with her fiery dragon at her feet. Her dragon is her pet. And she's radiating love. We saw that. She's radiating goodness, right? Towards all. And what's interesting to me is this dragon, she's not holding a rein on him. She's kind of holding on to his, it looks like it's like a horse's mane. So she's just kind of holding on to keep them close together, like they're connected. But this dragon, she has tamed. She's tamed the wild dragon. And they walk together. And he's devoted. He's devoted to her. So when Kuan Yin shows up with her dragon, they're telling you that there is a situation in your life that is in need of forgiveness and healing. So she's coming forward to emulate these qualities to you. And in order for the healing to take place, there must be forgiveness. Forgiveness has to happen. Now, we need to forgive ourselves and we need to forgive others. It doesn't mean that what you're doing, you have a situation that's incredibly painful. You may never resolve the situation that has gone on between you and another. They may not give a shit, right? But you have been wounded for years. You've been hurt over something that they did and they don't care. They may act like it's not a big deal. You may never even be able, sometimes we don't get closure. But Spirit says we need to forgive in order to move on. You don't have to forgive and hang out with the person that's done this to you. You just need to forgive the situation so that you can move forward because you've not allowed yourself to move forward, right? You need to free yourself from the negative attachment that you have. You've been holding on to this negative energy, and it's caused you to be stuck. And you're like, you could be hell-bent on revenge, and you're never going to get it because they don't care. It's over. But Spirit says, don't worry about it. Everyone has their own karma to face. You are hurting yourself. And when you walk around as a little dark rain cloud and angry and sad and upset, you draw that energy to you. So you need to release it in order to up here, let it go up into the light, and ask it to be turned back into pure white light. So then you can allow, once this forgiveness has happened, then a healing occurs on your level, right? And then you're set free. You're the prisoner that's been in that gilded cage because of something that was done or said to you, or whatever that was done. There's that situation going on. Or the forgiveness that happens could allow you to reconcile. But sometimes a peaceful resolution doesn't mean you and this other one or situation end up being buddies. It means I resolve to end this so I don't have to carry this anymore, and I move freely forward with my life, and I feel like free as a bird, right? Allow yourself the ability to forgive. That's showing compassion to yourself. That's giving, forgiving this situation. That's being compassionate to you, because right now you're hurting you. You're hurting you. They're not hurting you anymore. The situation's not hurting you anymore. You are, because you continue to carry on about it. And you can't change it. The past is done. You can't go back. Correct for neutrality. What is the last card that we need for tonight? Wakey's up? You've been sleeping since 5:30 since you woke up Mommy? Yeah? Now you're awake? Is your door open? Oh, hold on, I gotta let you in. I'm sorry. You go outside? Go outside. Go outside. She loves being outside, but it's chilly, so she runs out and she runs right back in. She's like, I don't like this. She needs a sunroom. Or like a patio with a heat lamp. If I had one of those heat lamps on the patio, that'd be, then her chase lounge and her heat lamp would all be set up. Everything's set up for that cat. Forget me. I just sit in here at my table and I work. It's all about keeping Lily happy, right? My dad used to say, when I die, I want to come back as a poodle in my house, because I get up in the morning and go to work and they're sleeping. I come home and they're still sleeping. Okay, so you've had an idea. You've had a thought. Something's hit you, an epiphany. An aha moment. Other people are going to think that your idea is nuts. I've got this plan, and then you describe it, and they're like, okay, it doesn't look like that. They're looking at this. That all they see is what's out here, right? They see a pumpkin, and you're like, no, it's not a pumpkin. And you've got all this going on inside, but they can't see that because the idea is in your head. What? I need your attention 24/7, that's what. So, what is this idea? Is it some kind of a project that, there's something that maybe it's, I don't know if it's hit you yet. You might be about to be hit with an idea. But you see the gears going? You got the gears are going in your mind. They're spinning around and around. There's something brewing. There's something that you're, So maybe there's something that's about to click. Maybe something all of a sudden is about to all click into place. You know how sometimes you're going along and you're stumped, or you're stuck. You don't know how to deal with this or how to move forward or what to do. And then all of a sudden it's just all the lights go on. See how the light went on? Bing! Oh my God! Now I get what's going on in here because she's seeing it here. So you're about to have an amazing thought. It's either a thought or an insight. Someone's going to bring you something you'll have insight into a situation. Something will be illuminated. Whenever we see the moon, the last card we had the moon and the divine masculine together, right? So the moon is about hidden secrets, things coming to light. It's also about your intuition. So when this happens, when you get this aha moment, you need to take action immediately. Here we go again. Spirit telling us when it comes, no procrastination, right? You're going to have to make sure that you follow through. Spirit's going to give you this. Your higher self's going to give you this. But in order for this to be a miraculous thing for you, you need to take action. Right? You have a window. You're always going to have a window. So what it might be is you might be in the worst place in the world, and like completely everything is chaos, and then all of a sudden everything's rearranged, because Spirit says sometimes you look out and it's like a storm field. Everything's flying all around the place, and you're like, oh my God, everything's tornado. But then when everything settles back down again, all of a sudden everything's rearranged in a completely different way. So something horrible could happen. Like, say you decide to walk away from a situation, or the situation that's been really upsetting, it ends. But when it ends, it totally frees you, and you're able to go in a direction that you wouldn't have been able to go in before had you still been in that situation. So in a sense, this chaotic, horrible, whatever that you've been through, this tumultuous time, has been rearranged by Spirit. And because of that, there's a brilliant opportunity right in front of you, right? So you're about to be presented with some idea. It's golden. It's golden. It's golden, which means you can count on it. Something's good's going to come from it. It might not be coming from you. It may not be you that has the aha moment. It may not be you that has the dream or the vision, but you're going to be drawn to it, or it's going to be brought to you, and it's going to help you. It's going to be, I don't know what's going to be activated. Something's going to be activated inside of you. Your abilities will be activated, whatever it is that you have, because whenever we get something drawn to us, it's because of the abilities that we have to carry it out. Okay, 2 crows just went by. Walk your walk, talk your talk. So I have to pay attention, because if I have the opportunity coming to me, I got to act on it too. So whatever it is, you've drawn it. It didn't just accidentally come here. You've drawn it. So it's come to you. You're the chosen one, right? And you're the person that's going to bring it to life, because it was designed for you. It's going to be incredible. You'll know it. I'm trying to think. I just heard, did you hear that? This is the sound of showing up. This is the sound of showing up. So they're talking about it being this is an invention. This is an invention. This is a mechanical invention. But it may not be mechanical, but it is inventive. This is just a way of looking at it, or it could be. There may be some kind of a problem that you're going to be able to solve in a very unusual way. So they're giving the focus is on the light bulb, the green light. Green light says go. Also, you think about the things that inventors come up with, and when they're talking about it in the discovery stage, it sounds insane. That's ridiculous. Like the first person who ever invented or thought of a microwave, there's no way people would have thought that they would have been, cooking food inside this little box. And there's no way people would have thought that we would be flying hundreds of people in these big metal ships that fly through the air, right? There's so many things that seem like there's no way that should be able to happen, and yet it does, and we take it for granted. I fly all the time, right? That's actually, when you think about it, and I'm never afraid of flying, but that's kind of a scary thing. Look at cars. I think about cars all the time. People are on the road and they're in control of their vehicle, and at any time they want, they could just flip and turn their wheel and come head on right at me, right? They're dangerous, but we take it for granted. This is just the way we move through life. And it's crazy, the stuff that has happened. My Papa Cherry just had his hip replaced, and Dennis had both of his hips replaced. That still blows my mind. That you can have your hips replaced, that you can have a heart transplant. I mean, come on. There's stuff that just seems like it shouldn't work, but it does. So you may be in a place where you just don't see how this is going to work, but all of a sudden you're going to get it. It's all going to work. I'm really excited. I got chills, and I don't even know what it is for me. I have no idea, but I've got chills all over my body. I'm excited. Shoot, I almost want to see. I want to see if they can give us. I want to see if they can give us, like, what's it in regards to. I'm such a just call me Inspector. Call me Sherlock Holmes, right? I'm the detective. When stuff keeps going on in my head, I want to figure it out. I don't want to wait. I want to know. I'm so curious. Curious is the cat. Yeah, and somebody just said, curiosity killed the cat. Yeah, not this cat. You've got 9 lives anyway, right? And right then, Lily. Right? Curiosity killed that cat. Not this one. Not this one. What do you want, chicken? What do you want? She wants a massage. Okay, I want a massage too. Damn. Hold on. No, I have this where I can't. There we go. All right. What is this aha thing in regard to? Is it like an epiphany to find your way through a difficult situation? I'm going to do it with this deck. And I'm not going to go totally into the card. God, I hope I'm not. Because I think I have something in my head about what it might be in regards to. Let's see. Ah! Why are you doing that? Same card. Is that mean I have to just wait and allow it to happen? So it's in regards to being yourself. It's in regards to being true to yourself, standing your ground. So it's in regards to, okay, so you're going to have an aha moment that's going to help you in this situation. So maybe in this situation, because you're going to find your way through a difficult situation. So maybe you've been in a place where you weren't accepted for who you were. And maybe you've just suddenly realized that whoever let you go, maybe you got cut loose from a group of people. Maybe you got cut loose from a group of people who were holding you back from doing what you actually really wanted to do because you stood up for yourself. You're going to be your true self. Right? These people were judging you. They were busybodies. They were trying to tell you what to do. Yep, that's what it is. And you've decided that, I like being different. I like who I am. I'm not going to change. I've actually decided to become rebellious and be who I truly am because I've been trying so hard to make everybody happy. Right? People have been disapproving of me and stood up for myself, and I ended something because of it. But because I ended it, I am now free to do what I wanted to do originally. I'm free to be who I really wanted to be. That's what it's in regards to. I'm not going to change to be like you. I like the way I am. Now I'm free. So it may have been tumultuous and it might have been difficult. It might even have been painful. But the breaking away of it has allowed you now to be able to embrace truly who you are without apologies and not fit in and be like everyone else. You have embraced your uniqueness. Love that. Check out this song. Are you ready for it? This is the one by Taylor Swift. Have you heard this song? I love this song. You should see what we do in our dreams at night. I know how things are going to be. Yeah, because maybe this one has finally stepped into their own personal power. And you know what? Love yourself for who you are. I'm going to stand in my own personal power. I like you for who you are. And because we are the way we are, we've been drawn to each other. I've drawn this situation to me because of who I am. Because of who I am and me standing in my own personal power and my own personal integrity and being true in the real, raw, organic me, I now draw situations, opportunities, and people into my life that are of my soul family. Mutually beneficial for both of us because I'm not going to fake it. Because when I put on the plastic society, I put on the mask, I draw that to me. Plastic people. I don't want to be with plastic people. I don't like the way they live. I'm going to be defiant, rebellious. I'm going to be who I am. And by that, I've drawn the right people to me, the right opportunities, and I'm going to actually really like my life now. Thank you very much. So it might have thought for a minute, I just keep thinking about that lone wolf. Remember the one that was hunted and ran with the wolves and then had to separate from them and has taken their stand, and then they stood alone. And I said, great, I've made my stand, and now here I am by myself. Nope. Oh, that was only briefly, just so that you could know that you could stand on your own. Because now you draw to you who you are. You draw to you real. And the people that are around you now love everything about you. That's how they were drawn to you, because you're like them. Right? I love it. I love it. I love it. You should see what we do in our dreams. I know I'm going to be with you, so I take my time. That's the one flaw, though. Don't take time because, look, everything's moving forward. Passionate energy around you. Ooh, notice the number 8. Infinity, abundance. It's kind of like my cat, right? Interesting. All right, you guys, sweetest dreams.